In less than 2 years, AI added trillions of dollars to the stock market, more wealth than entire nations produce in a year. But here's the question nobody wants to ask. What if the biggest AI story isn't about intelligence? It's about belief? Because while millions of Americans are being told AI will create a new golden age, some of the smartest people on Wall Street are quietly asking a very different question. What happens if the AI dream doesn't match reality? And if they're right, the fallout could hit far more than tech stocks. The AI revolution is being sold as inevitable. Every earnings call, every financial headline, every investor presentation seems to repeat the same message. AI will change everything. And companies connected to that story have become market superstars. NVIDIA became one of the most valuable companies in history. Microsoft poured billions into AI. Meta launched an expensive race to dominate the future. Investors couldn't get enough. But this is where things get scary. History has seen this movie before. In the late 1990s, the internet was real. The technology changed the world. But many of the stock prices didn't survive. The problem wasn't the internet. The problem was expectations. Wall Street priced in a perfect future years before it actually arrived. And when reality moved slower than the hype, billions vanished. Today, AI may be following a similar path. Not because AI is fake, but because expectations have become enormous. Some analysts talk about AI transforming every industry. Others predict productivity explosions worth trillions. The numbers sound incredible, maybe too incredible, and almost nobody noticed this. Many AI companies are spending staggering amounts of money. Data centers, specialized chips, power infrastructure, research teams. The costs are exploding. Meanwhile, investors are still waiting to see whether those investments generate profits large enough to justify the hype. That's the part Wall Street doesn't like discussing. Revenue is real, promises are not, and the gap between the two keeps growing. What happened next shocked Wall Street. Several major companies started facing tougher questions from investors. Not about AI's potential, about AI's economics. How much money will it actually make? How quickly? And who captures the profits? Because every technological revolution creates winners and a lot of losers. Railroads, the internet, smartphones. The technology succeeded. Many investors didn't. But the real problem is much bigger. The AI story isn't only affecting stocks, it's affecting psychology. When people hear AI, they imagine unlimited growth, unlimited efficiency, unlimited wealth. That belief creates something powerful: FOMO, fear of missing out. And Wall Street understands human psychology better than almost anyone. When investors fear being left behind, they stop asking hard questions. They stop analyzing risk. They start chasing narratives. And narratives can become dangerous. Just ask anyone who lived through the dot-com crash, or the housing bubble, or countless market manias throughout history. The pattern is always similar. A revolutionary idea appears. Money rushes in. Valuations explode. Then reality arrives. Slowly, quietly, relentlessly. And that's where America's AI bet faces its biggest test. Because AI must now prove something far more difficult than innovation. It must prove profitability, not someday, soon. Otherwise, investors may discover that they paid today's prices for tomorrow's dreams. And tomorrow takes longer than expected. Imagine spending hundreds of billions building the future, only to find customers aren't willing to pay enough for it. That's the nightmare scenario keeping some investors awake at night. Not an AI collapse, an expectation collapse. And those are often far more dangerous. Because when expectations break, stock prices can fall much faster than they rise. The truth is simple. AI could absolutely transform the world. It might become one of the most important technologies in human history. But that doesn't automatically mean every AI investment is worth its price. That's the distinction many investors forget. Technology and valuation are not the same thing. And that difference has destroyed fortunes before. So the next time Wall Street tells you AI is guaranteed to create endless wealth, ask a different question. Are they selling a technological revolution? Or are they selling a story? Because if America is living through another great financial illusion, the biggest risk may not be missing the AI boom. It may be believing the hype without questioning the price. And years from now, when people look back at this moment, will they remember it as the birth of a new economic era, or the moment investors confused possibility with certainty?